Hey guys, this is Christy, and we are going to do a moderate to high intensity workout. Here's the deal. I am not there to keep my eyes on you, so listen to your body. If you feel like you are getting dizzy, or if you need to grab some water, or if there is a, ow, that hurts, you need to stop. I can't see what you're doing, so I can't see if I need to slow down. There is a pause button at the bottom of your screen. Push it. Take a break. If I'm not giving you enough time for a water break, push that pause button, and when you come back on, it'll be right where you stopped at. Guys, I want you to stay safe. That's our top priority in our workout. I absolutely want you to push yourself, but if at any time you think you're doing too much, slow down and self-modify. That's why you get to do this workout, and I get to take you up, down, off the floor, all around, because I know you're gonna listen to your body and not put yourself in a situation where you are gonna get hurt. So listen to your body. You're doing these exercises at your own risk because I can't see what you're doing. So listen to your body. All right, guys, I want you to keep some water nearby. Take water breaks even more often than I'm giving you. I want you to have fun with this workout. Push yourselves. Typically, I don't encourage you to, if you need a chair to do these workouts, this is not the right workout for you. But if you need a chair, please use it. Just listen to your body and have fun. Hey guys, we're gonna get into our warm-up now. I'm gonna let you have the option of grabbing some really light weights, so like 2 pounds or less, or no weights at all. This one is your warm-up. It is not designed to be the bulk of your workout. It's just to be able to get those body moving, setting you up ready for the meat of your workout. So 2 pound weights or less. You can grab some water bottles if you want to go that route. But I want you to get in that fighter stance. So we're going to start, everybody is going to start orthodox. So you walk up to your partner. I want you to take your right foot back. That is going to be your lead hand is your jab and your cross, your 1 and your 2. We're gonna do 1 to 10, 10 to 1 punches. So we're gonna do a combination of 20 punches, jabs and crosses. We're gonna go quick, quick, quick. Then we're gonna come front and center. We're gonna come into 20 jumping jacks, and then we're gonna end with that southpaw stance. We're gonna go through all 3 rounds of punches, jabs and crosses, hooks and uppercuts. Don't worry if you're a little bit confused. Just follow after me. If you cannot go as quick as I am going, that's quite all right. Take it at your pace. This is designed as a warm-up, not as technique. Just getting the juices flowing, getting the body flowing. So front and center, step back with that right foot, hands up into your guard position. Nice tall posture. 1 to 10, 10 to 1 jab crosses. Ready, here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good job. We're going to do that same thing. This time it's going to be hooks. So step back with that right foot, hands up to that guard. Hooks 1 to 10, 10 to 1. Ready, here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Back to center. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and southpaw. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Back to that orthodox stance. Uppercuts, right down the center. Ready, here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 10, 9, 8, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Southpaw. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. We're gonna go through all of that one more time. All right, we're gonna go through that sequence one more time, starting out with those jab crosses. Ready, here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, switch. Hooks. 1, 2, 7, 8, 9, 10, 10. 4, 3, 2, 1. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, southpaw. 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, switch. Uppercuts. 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 10. 3, 2, 1, go. 2, 8, 9, 10, 10. 4, 3, 2, southpaw, go. 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Great job. Grab you some water. All right, guys, we are going to do a Tabata workout. So what we're going to do this round is we're going to do 3 rounds. You're going to do 3 rounds of arms, 3 rounds of lower body. You're going to do it for 3 minutes. So we're going to go back and forth for a solid 3 minutes. And I'm going to give you a 30-second rest to prep for the next round. So we're going to get in that fighter stance for this first one. I want you up nice and tall. We're going to throw 1s and 2s. When the bell rings, we're going to switch immediately into squats. So hands up, jab cross for 30 seconds. 1, 2, 1, 2. Now I've got my weights on this one. You are absolutely welcome to use your boxing gloves. This is a cardiovascular workout. So I've got my weights just to challenge me a little bit more. You can go as quick or as fast as you want on those jabs and crosses. It is about getting the heart rate up. We're gonna go for 30 seconds, then we're gonna give those arms a break, and we're gonna switch right now into some squats. So when you do squats, put your booty back, squeeze at the top. 30 seconds of squats. Now, if you wanna take it up into higher intensity, you can take it up into those squat jumps. You can take it to a squat calf raise. Your choice. So we're just giving those arms a breather for a few seconds before we move into those legs. We're on those legs, you know what I mean. All right, ready, here we go. Back to those jab crosses. That was round 1. We've got 2 more just like it. 30 seconds of arms, then 30 seconds of legs. Heart rate should start coming up about now if it hasn't. Don't worry, we're only doing jab crosses this round. We're gonna do those other hooks and uppercuts a little later in the workout. Jab cross, heart rate up, keep it going, guys. 3, 2, back to those squats. So, once again, shift that weight back and then sit back over that imaginary chair. I like to take my weights up on top of my shoulders. It helps me stay a little bit taller. Try to put that weight in the backside. We don't want those heels coming off the ground. Keeping that weight in the back, in the posterior chain. You've got this, guys. Keep breathing. All right, back to those jab crosses. That was round 2. This is round 3. Last round, just like this one. And we'll move into the next exercise. Keep breathing. Three, 2, and last set of squats. Here we go. Weight in the backside. How are we feeling? Are we keeping those heels on the ground during these squats? Those toes should be able to wiggle in those shoes. All right, guys, that was round 3. We're moving on to the next set of exercises. This time, we're gonna do rows. So, our elbows are scraping our rib cage. We are pulling our shoulder blade back together, keeping those elbows in nice and tight. This one is so good for posture. Keep that chest lifted. You wanna take it into a balance exercise, feel free to do so. Good job. Next exercise, we're gonna go into some jumping jacks. Ready, here we go. So, feel free to hang on to your weights. If you like, you can get rid of those weights, taking those hands overhead, because remember, this one is about the legs as opposed to the arms. You can take out that jump and just step side to side. Keep breathing. All right, this is the end of round 1 in 3, 2, 1. Let's go back to those rows. Round 2. Elbows in, nice and tight. Squeeze those shoulder blades. Keep breathing. If you're doing that balance, make sure you switch to the other foot. We're gonna hit balance here in a second, so you don't have to worry about getting that balance in right now because you're gonna get it in that next round. Chest is lifted, elbows right beside your side. 3, 2, and give me those 30 seconds of jumping jacks. So remember, take that bounce out of it if you need it. Like I said, if you want to go full on jumping jack, you're fine with that, but this is that upper body, lower body. We're doing that high intensity interval training, allowing those arms to rest so you can work harder when it's their turn. In 3, 2, 1. Round 3, we're going back to those rows. Reach, pull. Squeeze those shoulder blades. Chest stays lifted. How are we doing? So you can absolutely grab heavier weights if you wanted to. One thing that you could do is grab like a bottle of laundry detergent. You could double up in one round, do the left side, and then the other time do the right side. All right, guys, we're going back into those jumping jacks. Take out the jump if you need it. We got 15 more seconds on this one. All right, guys, last exercise of this set. Elbows right beside those ears. Bend, extend. Bend, extend. My elbows are right beside my ears. I've got my belly button drawn in to support my lower back. Another option would be able to do those tricep kickbacks. Good job. 3, 2, and 1. I promise you that single leg balance. So I'm just gonna take one foot up off the floor, take my hands out to the side. I'm gonna balance on one foot. Letting that heart rate come down a little bit. How are we feeling? How are we doing? I know these sometimes balance is the worst. It's even harder than the other part of the workout. All right, keep going. 3, 2, and 1. We're going back to those triceps. So push, extend, far back as you can go, or hands overhead. So if you do go hands overhead, you're gonna draw that belly button in. You should feel no pain in your back with this one. Elbows are right beside, so they don't wanna flare out. Elbows are right by your temples. Good job. You've got 8 more seconds on this one. And this is round 2. So this time we're gonna balance on that opposite foot. All right, pick that other foot up off the floor. For me, it's my left foot. Take those hands out to the side. Goal is not letting that hip hike out to the side. So imagine you've got a string going from your heel all the way out the top of your head. Nice tall posture. Don't let that string sag. Good job. We've got 1 more round. Last round, we're gonna levitate both feet off the floor. I'm kidding. Ready? Here we go. Triceps, 30-second, reach, extend. Take those hands overhead. You can kind of do a combination of both. Just make sure that that back is supported by drawing that belly button in on those triceps. 5 more seconds. 3, 2, and done. All right, let's pick that left foot up off the floor. We're gonna be here for 15 seconds. Then we're gonna switch sides. Ooh, stick your tongue out, it helps balance a little bit better. All right, switch feet. 15 more seconds. You're gonna get a quick water break after this one. Three, 2, 1. Nice job. Grab you a quick drink of water. All right, guys, this round is 3 4s. Ready? Get in that fighter stance. Hook, hook. 3 4s for 30 seconds. So we want to get that big trunk rotation on this one. Those heels, both heels should be coming off the floor like you're squishing above. 3s, 4s. You can go knuckles up or you can go knuckles out. So I want that big rotation. I want you to bring that elbow back in after each punch. 3, 2, we're gonna give those arms a rest and we're gonna do our power steps. So I want you to step out nice and wide, alternating steps. Now if that power step is too easy, I can take it into a power lunge by stepping back. Heel is down off the ground, drop that knee, switch sides. Otherwise, I'm just in that power step, big step forward. I'm not using my arms just because I'm giving them a little bit of a breather because I'm going back to those hooks right now. So big trunk rotation. Bring those elbows back in after every punch. Think about your technique. You're using these weights now because when you get rid of those weights and you get ready to pick up a pair of boxing gloves, you are going to be so much stronger when you strike those bags. Heels off the ground, big rotation. We're going back to those power steps, our lunges. Ready, here we go, 30 seconds. That chest stays up nice and tall. If you want to add those arms for those power steps, feel free to do it because now you know what it looks like. Now you know what it feels like. Or you can take it into a power hop, back and forth, your choice. Keep going, 5 more seconds. All right, hooks. Ready? Last round of hooks, round 3, let's go. Bring those elbows back in, heels off the ground. Squish that bug. All right, last round of power lunges, power steps, your choice. So on these lunges, when you step back, you make sure that that front knee stays behind those toes. You're trying to drive that back knee into the ground. 3, 2, and done. Next, overhead presses. I'm gonna take one weight in each hand. I'm gonna make field goal arms. So my elbows stop at shoulder height. Press straight up. Now resist coming down. Fight gravity as you pull that weight down. Press, pull. Good job. So this is one you typically can have heavier weights on if you have some. Those jabs and crosses, those shadow boxing with weights is hard. All right, guys, speed skaters. So I'm gonna bring my hands right in front of me, hanging onto those weights. I'm gonna either take the bounce out and I can step back like I'm doing a curtsy, trying to keep that chest lifted, or I can add that little bounce, tap, your choice. Good, that heart rate should be coming up. This is this little cardio sequence that we got going on in this round. All right, back to those overhead presses. Press, release, good job. Back is supported, draw that belly button in. I know I say that a lot, y'all. Our Georgetown coach Sally would be proud. Captain Belly Button. Keep it up, press and pull. Shoulders are away from those ears. Work with against gravity as you pull down, press, pull. This is round 2, we're halfway. Let's get that heart rate back up again. Now, you absolutely could put these weights down and get into those speed skaters and get those arms pumping. But make sure they are far, far out of the way. I don't need you tripping over them. That's why I'm just gonna hang on to them, because I'm only gonna be here for 30 seconds. Just letting that heart rate come up. Good. Working on some ankle stability. Last round, overhead presses. Belly button is in. Drop that belly button in. Press. Push. Work against gravity as it comes back to that parallel to the ground. Good job. All right, here we go. Last round of speed skaters. You've got it. You know what it looks like. So if you want to take that bounce out and go a little bit lower, you're free to do that. Add that bounce because you only got 15 seconds. All right, you can do all things for 15 seconds, right? All right, last group of exercises. I want those elbows right beside your side. Standing up nice and tall, you're gonna do a lateral raise. My elbow is stopping at shoulder height. All right, I'm gonna keep that 90-90 bend. This is another one. If you have a little bit heavier weights, you can absolutely grab it for these. Gonna let that heart rate come down a little bit. We're gonna work on balance this time. So this time I want one foot in front of the other. The closer those heels and toes are together, the harder it's gonna be. Big, wider stance, as long as those toes are in a line, it's still gonna be hard, but find that medium ground where you have a nice solid base. You can also take one foot up off the floor in front of you. Good job. All right, back to those lateral raises. That heart rate should be coming down. It's okay, that's what we want. We want it to spike up on those speed skaters on that middle round, and then we're gonna work stability when our heart rate's up, challenging that balance because you're a little bit fatigued, yes? That's what we're going for. We're pushing you out of your comfort zone. It's that forced intense exercise. That's what we're going for. Here we go. 3, 2. Now, whatever foot you had leading before, switch to the other side. You want to take your hands out to the side. One foot in front of the other, a little wider base. Your heel toe, that's what we're working on here. Good job, keep breathing. Get one foot up, 10 more seconds. All right, back to those lateral raises. So 90-degree bend in that elbow, up and down. I'm getting you ready for tank top season, guys. That's what this is all about, right? Just getting you stronger, getting you that upper body strength. Keep breathing. 10 more seconds. You know, I keep saying keep breathing. Really, that's just a cue for me. I know you guys are not having problems with that. It's getting warm in here. All right, let's go. Right foot in front, left foot behind. Eyes closed this time. You're gonna be here for 15 seconds. If you are not comfortable with eyes closed, that is quite all right. Keep them open. Keep balancing. I'm gonna tell you when to switch feet. Okay, open those eyes, switch feet, take that other foot in front. Eyes closed when you're ready. You've got less than 10 seconds on this one. All right, quick drink of water and then I'll explain the next set of exercises. All right, guys, last round of Tabata. We're gonna go 5 6s this time. Then we're gonna follow it up with a good leg burn out on some wall sits. All right, so nice tall fighter stance. You're gonna bring those elbows in and you're gonna keep them locked into place. 30 seconds, uppercuts, you're on the clock. Here we go. So do not extend those elbows. Elbows are bent and they're gonna stay bent. You're driving those knuckles forward. Try and get that little bit of hip rotation. All right, guys, we're heading to the wall. Ready, set, and go. So I want that head against the wall. I want you to try and give me a 90 bend in the hips, a 90 bend in the knees, and a 90 bend in the ankles. Head is against the wall is imperative though, okay? If it gets too much, come up a little bit, but if you can, go right back down. Still hanging on to my weights. You've got less than 10 seconds on this one. This one is so much leg strength. I saved the best for last, guys. 3, 2, and back to those uppercuts. You can stay right there by the wall if you want. All right, so I want you to swing those hips with me. Drive those knuckles forward. Keep those elbows bent. So none of this. Corner man, if you see them swinging their arms like this, that's not what I want. Elbows stay bent. Power is coming from those legs, coming from those hips. All right, we're going back to that wall sit. Ready, set, and go. Head is against the wall. Draw that belly button in. Trying to get a 90-degree angle in those hips. Then if you can, try and get a 90-degree angle in those knees. Head is against the wall, flat against the back, against the wall. Push that spine, that lower part of your back into the wall. Those legs should be talking right now if they're not. Remember, if you need to, come up, but then try and go right back down. 3, 2, 1, and last round of uppercuts. Here we go. 5s and 6s. Get those heels off the ground. Those heels should not be cemented into the ground for these. Keep breathing. Ten more seconds. We got one more wall sit, and then we're done with those wall sits. I know I'm glad about that one. 3, 2, and 1. Here we go. All right, push that belly button in the spine, head against the wall. Trying to get that 90-degree bend. You know, I really should think about this exercise when I'm having to coach it online. This one stinks. I don't like this one. Remember, recover anytime and then drop right back down. Woo, head against the wall though. Spine into the wall. Keep breathing. 3, 2, 1. Nice job. All right, next one, we're gonna do what I call a bicep flip. So I'm gonna push, turn my hands over, and then push down. So I'm working the biceps and the triceps, working against gravity. Pull it up, push it down. If this one's too easy, it's because you don't have enough weights. You can always go up on one side, and then the next round, do the other side. It's okay because that incorporates some bilateral movement. All right, guys, giving those arms a break, we're gonna go into some high knees. So I want those knees up nice and high. If you want to run, feel free to take it up. Progress it however you need to. But I want, if you're running, those knees up. I want those quads working, those hip flexors, your glutes, your hamstrings, all of it engaged. Ready? Back to those bicep flips. So stand up nice and tall. If you're doing one side, do the other hand. Otherwise, both arms. Those high knees are supposed to get your heart rate up. Now let it drop a little bit. Breathe. Pull, push. Pull, flip it over and push. Good job. We've got those high knees again in 3, 2, and go. Get them up nice and high if you need to. Use those weights as a target of how high you want it to go. But really what I want is those arms resting on this one. Let that heart rate come up with those high knees. Another way you could do it is pump those arms for that gait training. Good. All the way up. You're less than 10 seconds left to go. Round 3. Ready, here we go. Pull, push. Working both ways. If you're doing one hand at a time, I'll tell you to switch here in about 3, 2, do the other side, otherwise both at the same time. All right, back to that high knees. Last time, get that heart rate up. That's the goal of this one. Letting those arms rest. You've only got 10 more seconds. Remember, you can run. It's up to you. It's your workout. Push yourself. Just be safe. All right, last round. Knuckles are up. Shoulders are away from your ears. Open, tap, open, tap. Now I want you to squeeze those shoulder blades. Wrap those shoulder blades around your spine as you take those hands back behind you. Nice tall posture. This one is gonna work those deltoids. Keep those shoulders down away from those ears. What I mean is I don't wanna see you doing this, okay? Shoulders down, open and squeeze. All right, last one, we're gonna just do some easy calf raises. Now, if you've got quite a bit left in the tank, feel free to take it into that squat to a calf raise. But if you need to, we're just gonna stay right here, coming up on those toes. So this last segment is about balance and stability. Good job. All right, that's round 1. Here we go, round 2. 2 more and you get a water break. Knuckles up. Squeeze those shoulder blades. Shoulders away from those ears. You've got 10 seconds on this one. We're going back to those calf raises. 3, 2, and go. So on those calf raises, you want a little bit wider stance. Remember, Remember, you can take it from a squat to a calf raise. Your workout. Another way you can challenge yourself is not letting those heels come all the way to the ground. So try to just keep a little bit of space off the ground. That's another really great one for ankle stability. All right, last set of iron crosses right here. Knuckles up, squeeze, open. Squeeze those shoulder blades behind. Tap those weights nice and gently. All right, last round of calf raises. So remember your modifications, just a regular calf raise. Progress it by don't letting those heels touch the ground, or take it from that squat to that calf raise. Your choice. Either way, we're working on stability in those ankles. Nice tall posture. 3, 2, and done. Great job, guys. Grab you a drink of water. All right, guys, we are gonna start our little core workout here. I've got 5 exercises for you. We're gonna put them on repeat. They are all about a minute long, with the exception of our planks. I don't like to do a plank for longer than 30 seconds. I feel like you lose your form on that one, and it's such an important exercise for the core. So that's the only one that we're gonna back off to just a 30-second. You're gonna take the remainder of that 30-second, and you're just gonna give me a rest on that one. So we're gonna start here in that plank position. Plank you can do from your knees, you can do it from your toes, you can do a high plank, you can do a low plank. I want you to bring those arms apart from each other. I want you to tuck those toes under, squeeze those hamstrings, squeeze those glutes, shoulders away from those ears, and we're just gonna lift straight up. We're gonna try and hold this for 30 seconds. If at any time you need to drop down to those knees, feel free to do so. Shoulders are away from the ears, booty's tucked under. Squeeze those glutes, squeeze those hamstrings. Keep breathing. If it helps, sing, say your ABCs, say the Lord's Prayer, whatever it takes. 3, 2, 1. I'm gonna drop up into the high tabletop. I'm gonna extend my right hand out. My left leg is gonna push away. Knee to elbow, extend, replace. Out, in, out, replace. So remember, we're gonna do 5 exercises, a minute each, with the exception of that plank. We're gonna put it on repeat, so we're gonna get about a 9-minute workout of the core, 10-minute workout. You can do all things for 10 minutes, guys. Well, maybe not. I guess you can't really hold your breath for 10 minutes. Out, in, push through the heels, push through the palm, extract, keep going, guys. You've got this. Woo! Last 10. Give me your best 10. Out, in, out. Good job. We're gonna roll over down onto our back. We're gonna bring our heels right by our bums. We're gonna squeeze our glutes, push those knees into each other like you're holding a book. Elevate and come right back down. Lift, squeeze before you lift, and come right back down. I want you to don't worry about that camera. Don't worry about watching the TV. Listen to what your body is doing. Squeeze those glutes, drive through the feet, lift to the ceiling, lower back down. This is for that posterior chain. We're more than halfway through this one. Good job. We're gonna stay on our backs for the next exercise. We've got about 20 seconds left. Don't let that book drop. Squeeze those knees together. Last 10. Best 10. Squeeze the glutes and lift, push, and right back down. Good job. Now I'm going to draw those knees up to a 90-degree angle. I've got those heels at a 90-degree angle, hips at a 90-degree angle. I'm just going to drop those heels to the ground and come right back up. Now I want you to support that lower back by drawing that belly button into the spine. As soon as you feel your back start coming off the ground, that's where I want you to stop. Now our goal is to touch those heels all the way down, but we may not have the core strength to get all the way down without that back peeling up. Another thing you can do is take your hands under the lower part of your back. We're over halfway through this one. Keep those necks relaxed. Shoulders are away from the ears. Notice that my heels are apart from each other. I don't know if you can see that or not. I'm not touching those heels. I've got my knees apart. I've got my feet apart. Last 10. We're gonna roll over into those Supermans. I love Superman. It is so fantastic for the posterior chain, strengthening, helping that posture. This is the last round, last exercise. Got those hands out into those Ys, shoulder blades away from those ears. Squeeze those glutes, lift and lower. Squeeze those shoulder blades, squeeze those glutes, lift, heels touch. Gonna make it a little bit harder. Shoulders away, lift. You can hold it up as long as you want and then come right back down and down. You can go up and down. You can hang out here for a few seconds. Yes, getting stronger by the second. Rest anytime you need to. Shoulder blades away from those ears, up and right back down. Come on, guys, this is the last one in this exercise, in this set. Last 10. Best 10. 3, 2, and rest. All right, guys, we're gonna take a 30-second breather here. We're gonna go back into those plank taps. Now, you can do those same 5 exercises exactly the same way, but if you need to progress it and make them a little bit harder, I'm gonna give you some modifications for in this one. So I'm gonna go into that high plank, and I'm gonna do some plank taps. I'm gonna do everything I can to not let those hips rock back and forth. So I'm gonna tuck those shoulder blades away from those ears, tuck those toes under, lift into that high plank. Left hand is gonna come to my right shoulder, right hand is gonna come to my left shoulder. Doing everything I can to not rock side to side. My hands are right underneath those shoulder blades, so I'm looking over the top of those hands. I'm more than halfway through this one. If you need to, drop down to your knees. But if you can do this for less than 7 seconds. Come on. 3, 2, and we're gonna drop down onto the back. We're gonna do that marching bridge this time. So squeeze those glutes, lift. We're gonna pick that leg up, push through that heel, driving that knee up. Good job. So goal is to not let those hips drop for 45 more seconds. If you need to at any time, feel free to do so. So knee up, place that foot back down. Toe is flexed, heel is up. Good job. You're over halfway through this one. Keep breathing. Don't worry. You've only got 3 more exercises after this one, and in my opinion, the plank tap is probably the hardest one. Good job. 10 seconds. Woo! 3 seconds. 2, and done. Good job. So drop those hips back down to the ground. We've got those heels taps. Knees are apart, heels are apart. Push down, draw it right back up. Remember, take those hands into the lower part of your back if you need to support it that way. Goal is getting that belly button into the spine and not letting those hips come off the floor, not letting the curve of the back come off the floor. Shoulders are away from those ears, relaxed. Heel taps and down. Now, if this is too hard, you can alternate legs back and forth. But if you can, we're gonna keep going both sides. Relax, breathe. You've got this. You're over halfway through this one. Shoulders are down. Belly button's in. Don't let it come off the floor. You've got less than 10 seconds on this one. We're gonna stay on our backs and go into those dead bugs. So opposite of the bird dog, we're gonna take those knees up, elbows up bent. We're gonna extend that arm out, draw it right back in. Alternating sides, yes. So pull that belly button into the spine. As soon as you feel that back coming off the floor, you're not gonna go any farther than that. Now, if this one's too hard, you can always roll over and do that bird dog. It's just the opposite direction. Good job, guys. You're over halfway through this one. Don't let that spine come off the floor. Good job. Trying to keep those knees bent. If you need to, just drop that foot down, keeping the knee bent. But if you can, extend all the way out, alternating sides. We've got last 10, and we've got one more exercise. We're gonna flip it over onto our belly for those Supermans. We're actually gonna take it into another superhero this time, and we're gonna go to Ironmans. So, on our belly, shoulders are away from those ears, hands are down by our side, palms are up, squeeze those shoulder blades, take those shoulders up, and lift. So just like Iron Man darting through the sky, that's what we're going for here. Anytime you need to drop down, shoulder blades away from the ears, and then pop right back up. Keep breathing, don't hold your breath. You've got this, guys. You're halfway through this last one. This is number 10 of 10. You can do this. You can do all things, guys. Keep breathing. Woo! Drop down if you need it. Shake it out. Squeeze those shoulder blades, squeeze those glutes, and lift. You've got this. Last 10, best 10. Don't worry about looking at the camera. I'll tell you when you can stop. 3, 2, and done. Guys, nice job. Go ahead and take those hands all the way out overhead. Reach as far as you can. Breathe a couple of times. And then let's push back into that child's pose. Sitting on those ankles, reaching those fingers out as far forward as you can. Good job. Great job on that workout, guys. If you're not already on the floor, go ahead and join me now. We're just gonna lay it all the way out for a great stretch. Just letting that body recover for a little bit. I want you to just go ahead and take those hands all the way overhead. Reach those fingers nice and long. Point those toes, just resetting that spine. Big deep breath in. Letting that heart rate come down just a little bit. Goal is trying to get those fingers all the way on the floor. Absolutely want that head flat on the floor. If you need to put a neck pillow underneath your head or a little something under your head, that's fine. But goal is trying to get rid of that as soon as you can, because we want to work on that posture, letting gravity just pull its course. Go ahead and draw those knees into the spine. Now, I like to reach under my knees if I have knee issues, grabbing a hold of those hamstrings. If you want, you can rock side to side just a little bit. If you need a little deeper stretch and you don't have knee issues, you can reach around those knees, grabbing a hold of those shins. I want you to keep that right leg in and extend that left leg all the way flat on the floor so that left thigh is on the floor. Hanging on to that right knee or reaching under and grabbing that right hamstring. Just give me some circles with that right ankle. Go one direction and then the opposite direction. So now think about that knee as more towards the center of my chest, right to the right side of my chest. I want you to open it up towards your right armpit. So a couple things you can do here is take that right hand and reach inside that right ankle, allowing that knee to open up a little bit farther. You're going to get into that adductor area just a little bit. Feel free to close your eyes here and just relax and enjoy these stretches. Breathe in for me several times. Now, left hand is going to grab that right knee, pulling it across the body. Goal is try to get that right knee flat on the floor. I want you to keep that right arm on the floor, right shoulder on the floor. And if you want to deepen that stretch, you could turn and look to that right hand. So once again, we're trying to get that knee as close to the ground as we can, just hovering over the top just slightly if it needs to be. Keep breathing as it starts to soften up. So guys, if you need more stretching, I encourage you tomorrow to try out my my longer, deeper, intensive stretch video. Just gonna get a little more stretching than what we're gonna be able to get into today, wrapping up this workout. Go ahead and straighten that right leg out. Let's shake those legs out just a little bit. Now I want you to bring that left knee in. I'm gonna reach under my hamstring, or I can reach around and grab that knee. Give me some ankle circles, one direction, opposite direction. My right thigh is all the way extended onto the floor. Now I'm going to reach through and grab inside that left ankle, using my left elbow to open my left knee out to the side. My head is flat on the floor. I'm breathing in through the nose and exhaling nice and deep. Right hand's going to grab that left knee, pulling it across the body, trying to get that knee all the way to the floor. I'm going to keep my left shoulder flat on the floor, and if I want to deepen that stretch, I'm going to turn and look to that left hand. I'm going to come back to center, put both feet flat on the floor, knees are out, arms to the side, dropping those knees to the right. Goal is trying to get those knees all the way down, side to side, just releasing that back and forth a few times. Now I'm going to take those knees up to the ceiling. My feet are flat on the floor. I'm going to place my left ankle on top of my right knee, pushing that left knee away from my ears, just getting into that groin area just a little bit. Sorry, I didn't mean groin area. Glute area just a little bit deeper. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to drop that left foot over to the right side. Now, if you can, I want you to reach down and grab with your left hand, grabbing that right foot. Even deeper, right hand's going to grab that left knee and pull it down to the floor. Oh yeah. That one feels good. Good job. Go ahead and uncross, shake them out just a little bit. This time I'm going to place my right ankle on top of my left knee, pushing that right knee away from those ears. Just breathe, trying to soften up that glute muscle a little bit. Now I'm going to drop those knees to the left, so my right foot's going to come down to the floor. Right hand is going to grab that left foot. Left hand is going to grab my right knee and pull it down to the floor. Now, if this stretch is too deep, guys, because this is a tough one, let go of that foot. You can also just stack those knees on top of each other, those feet on top of each other, and keeping those legs over to the left side. But this stretch is going to just really stretch out that lower part of the body from the back down to those hips, to those glutes. Down along those knees. Try and keep those shoulders away from your ears. Good job. Go ahead and uncross if you can. Both feet flat on the floor. Once again, just releasing that back side to side. All right, we're going to make our way over into that child's pose position. This is that one where I'm sitting down on my ankles. My knees are going to go out so that I can get down as low as I need to, reaching those hands out in front of me. Spread those fingers out nice and wide, pressing through the palms of your hands, pressing through the fingertips. Try and get that forehead all the way down to the floor. Keep breathing for me. I want you to take that left arm and we're just going to thread that needle under the right, using the floor to stretch out that left shoulder, trying to sink back down into the floor as deep as you can over those ankles once again. Good job. Go ahead and switch arms, threading that right arm through, trying to get that right shoulder all the way down to the floor. Go ahead and take both hands back out. Once again, sinking back to that child's pose. Couple big deep breaths here. So right now, my hands are at 12 o'clock. I want to walk those hands over to about 10 and 11, pushing my weight down into my right hip. I'm going to feel that along the right rib cage, all the way up into my armpit. Keep breathing as those muscles start to soften up. Back to center. Now take those hands over to 1 and 2 o'clock, pushing that weight down into that left hip. Back to center. Good job. Go ahead and come up onto all fours. So hands right underneath those shoulders, knees right underneath those hips. I want you to push those shoulder blades apart nice and wide, pushing that spine to the ceiling. Big deep breath in. And as you exhale, I just want you to slowly shift that weight down so that the head's coming. The last thing's going to come up as you exhale, looking straight out in front of you. Inhale back up. And exhale. Last time, inhale up. Chin's going to be the last thing that drops as you push those shoulder blades far apart as you can. And then exhale, shifting that weight down towards the floor. Head's going to come up. All right, hands are still nice and spread. Those fingers are spread out nice and wide. I want you to step that left foot forward, tucking that right toe under. I want you to drive that knee up off the floor. Now for some, this is as far as we're going to get. I want you to push that heel down so you're getting a nice stretch along the back of that right leg. Right hand is going to be flat on the floor. So pushing that palm down into the floor. I want you to twist that left hand up to the ceiling. The goal is trying to get those fingertips all the way up to the ceiling. So you have a nice big line from the middle finger of your left hand all the way to the palm on the floor. Opening up that chest. Good job. If you need to, you're going to drop down to that knee, because what I'm really concerned with right here is opening that chest muscles up. Nice big open chest for posture. Good job. We're going to bring that left hand back down. We're going to switch those feet, bringing that right foot forward. Hands are flat on the floor, tucking the left toe under, drive that knee up. Now, if you can, you're going to keep that left hand on the ground. Right hand's going to swing up towards the ceiling, taking a peek at those right fingers. If you need to, drop down to that knee. But if you can, try to push that left heel into the floor. Good job. Go ahead and bring those hands back down. We're going to swing those legs out in front of us. Push those thighs and calves down into the floor. I've got my toes flexed back towards me. I'm going to sit up nice and tall, rolling those shoulders away from those ears. And now I'm just gonna walk those fingers out as close to those shins or as close to those toes as I can get it. But I've got my chin pointing out over my toes. My toes are pulled back. Feel this up the back of those legs. Keep breathing for me. Now I'm gonna go ahead and roll those shoulders down. I'm gonna walk those hands even farther. I can even grab a hold of my feet if I can, pushing those toes back towards my ears. Chin's gonna drop down. Thighs and calves are flat on the floor. Good job. Coming back up nice and tall. I want you to keep that left foot straight out. I'm gonna bring my right foot right inside my left knee. Another thing I can do is I can take that foot over that knee. Sitting up nice and tall, left elbow is gonna hug that right knee, and I'm gonna turn and look over my right hip like I'm checking out what's happening in the back seat. Keep breathing as those muscles start to soften up a little bit. Good job. Go ahead and straighten that right leg out, left foot inside the right knee or over the top. Sitting up nice and tall, right elbow is gonna hug that left knee. Turn and look over my left hip. Keep breathing. All right, guys, I'm just gonna go ahead and bring those feet in, sitting up nice and tall, rolling those shoulders. Rolling those shoulders one last time, up, back, and down, taking those fingers, reaching straight out in front of you like I'm trying to grab a hold of your wrist, and you're gonna sink back, trying to keep yourself from being pulled up. Reach up nice and tall. Rotate those wrists all the way down. Once again, shoulders up, back and down. Lock those shoulders in place. Guys, great job today. I hope you're feeling good and refreshed. I want you to bring it in on 3. We're gonna take it out to fight